Alright, hello folks, we're here for a bit of M19 drafting, and we have opened up a pretty mediocre pack. Not really anything I'm very excited to first pick here, so the rare is basically just a Manolith. Um, the commons, not really too many commons I'm excited by. There's kind of filler sea-level cards, but nothing beyond that. I'm okay with Fell Spectre. Really not a card I like to first pick, but I think he's the best option we've got here. I think Fell Spectre is probably better than Sky March Bloodletter. Um, so I guess I'll go with Fell Spectre. I'm not even sure he's better than the Bloodletter, to be honest. Bloodletter does do some things. Like if you're black red, he's good aggressive threat. If you're black white, he's enabling your life gain. But I'll take Fell Spectre. He does go well in like control type decks, so that's the thing. But we're going to be super unwed to this. All right, so the rare is missing out of this pack, and we've again got a pretty mediocre pack. Nothing I'm really excited to take second here. Mirror Image is just kind of whatever. This is good with Fell Spectre. You copy your Fell Spectre and then you get a Forum. Never been too impressed with Rise from the Grave. I do like Gallant Cavalry. Not particularly in black-white. It's fine in any white deck, but not particularly in black-white. So I think I'll take that and we'll just be open and see exactly what we get. Alright, so kind of interesting here. It's a few decent cards. I suppose you could make this card work. Obviously, it's two colors we're not, though we're not really that tied to our particular colors. I do like Bone Dash quite a bit. I think it's probably the best card in the pack, and I'll probably just take it. I don't. If I really wanted to stay on color, I could take Drill Master, but you really need a specific deck for Drill Master to be good. Because, I mean, you pretty much need to be attacking, if that's not clear. Draconic Disciple's alright, but it would kind of mean we aren't playing either of our first picks, whereas we could play this in blue-white or blue-black. So I think I'll take Bone to Ash. I'm not even sure Bone to Ash is worse than Draconic Disciple, to be honest. So we've kind of just trying to stay open, which can be perilous in this format because it's so easy to not have playables. Well, the bad packs continue. The Harpy is okay, not amazing. But I don't really see that much else that's exciting here. So I think we'll take the Harpy. Like, the thing is, you don't really want Harpy really in black-white or blue-black. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Alright, well, there is another Gallant Cavalry. The bad packs just keep coming. Gallant Cavalry is probably a little bit better than Centaur Courser. I'll take Gallant Cavalry. I guess the Gallant Cavalry is at least kind of good with the Ravenous Harpies. Alright, well, if we're black-white, then there's a good chance we can try to make Nightmare's Thirst actually work. Granted, we don't have any life gain as of yet, but it's something that could happen. I suppose in theory, it's nice to have Doom Dissenters with the Ravenous Harpy, but I'm not going to go too far out of my way for that. Alright, so nothing too exciting here. It's hard to imagine I really want Meandering River too much because I don't know, it doesn't seem like I'm probably going to beat blue-white, but it's possible. My best cards, if you can call them that, are black. And so kind of along those lines, well, maybe I just take Totally Lost here. It's really between Totally Lost and Epicure of Blood, which is not a card I'm really a fan of at all. I mean, a 5-mana 4/4, especially in this format, is not as bad as you might think. So he can kind of do the trick. Macabre Waltz is okay as well, but probably we can can get one of those at some point. I mean, that's true of any of these cards. Yeah, I actually don't know what the pick is here. I think my best bet is probably to take Epicure of Blood and just not be that excited about it. Which I'm not. Believe me, I'm not. Alright, well, like basically every single one of the packs we've gotten has been bad. Like there's almost no cards I've gotten that I'm even really happy about at all. We'll take a Swift Claw, just because I guess we might need a 2-drop. Alright, we'll take this 6-drop. This is the only playable card in the pack. So yeah, this is basically a train wreck so far. I'll take a Mind Rot. It's not good, but I'll take a Mind Rot. Maybe. I've never played a Johnny's Welcome before, but in theory it could be good. Very much in theory. This card is horrendous. Okay. So a couple options here. Basically going to take Plague Mare. So let's assume we're black-white and let's kind of lay out our curve here. Because our cards are just sort of all over the place. Okay. So it'd really be like Plague Mare or Sky Scanner. And I don't know, I'm just never continually unimpressed with Sky Scanner. It seems like it should be better than it is, but I just don't like it that much. I find Plague Mare does some work. So I'll take Plague Mare. Alright, well, that's kind of the first good card of our draft. We're going to take a Luminous Bonds. The Courser's okay, but he's not that great necessarily in a black-white deck that's not doing anything, which describes us perfectly. And I wouldn't really ever take him over Luminous Bonds, I think, even in an aggressive deck. So we'll take a Luminous Bonds. Ooh. Now this is something I'm in for. The Bone Dragon. Bone Dragon's quite nice. Surprised we're getting this third pick here. But I'm not going to complain. This guy's just basically a straight up bomb. It's not that hard to get him back. And even if you don't get him back, he's pretty good. Alright. So here I think it's a pretty clear Johnny's Pride mate. We'll look for ways to try to actually be able to trigger him. But sometimes you just play a bear anyway. Okay, I think it's okay to pick up a two-headed zombie here. Don't really need another Swift Claw. He's pretty replaceable. And then the only other black or white card is Trusty Pack Beast, which is not really a card. So I'll take the two-headed zombie. Alright, this pack sucks. You can play this card in black-white sometimes. You know, it's nice with your Nightmare's Thirst. It's mainly nice because you don't have enough good cards to play. Alright. It's kind of weird because it seems like black's getting cut, but that's just not possible with Bone Dragon this late. Alright, I think I'm pretty happy to pick up a Neonate. We got 3 things that care about it. We'll see if we actually play a Johnny's Welcome or not. If we pick up like the black-white uncommon, then I might be tempted. Hopefully I don't play Walking Corpse, but I've done it before. I think I've done it before. Don't really want to play a second two-headed zombie, but the way this draft is going, who knows. Alright, so we're technically sitting at 18 playables, which sounds good, but in reality, it's not that good. Alright, this is quite a good pack. It's a very easy murder here. This card would be good in our deck because of, you know, the life gain trigger and all that. Angel of Dawn, not the best deck for it, but it's a good card in basically any white deck. But Murder is just, I would guess, the best uncommon. Probably better than Hieromancer's, whatever, Oblivion Ring. Hieromancer's Oblivion Ring, is that the name? So yeah, I'll take Murder here. Pretty easy, I think. And maybe we get back Child of Night. Probably should get back Child of Night. Okay. I guess I don't mind Chaplain in this deck. It's probably better than the Drill Master. By just a little bit. Alright, this guy's not really a card. I don't think we're Blood Divinationing. This guy at least will replace one of the two-headed zombies. I like the one-on-one split, I think. So, maybe... I don't know how you move just one to sideboard. Okay. I think I've had that exact quandary before, and then I figured it out. Alright, I think this is an easy Leonin Vanguard. He gains life for a Johnny's... whatever, Pregnant? I guess he'll deal a damage with the Epicure of Blood. Makes Nightmare's Thirst do a little bit more. So, he's fine. We don't have a ton of big payoff for life gain. Alright, this guy's excellent. Big fan of the Vampire Sovereign. I call him Siege Rhino personally. Okay. Not really anything to take here. Don't really want to play a Swift Claw. Could take a Dwarven Priest, just does gain life, which sort of matters. I think we're not playing a Johnny's Welcome at this point, unless we get a real late black-white uncommon, then we'll think about it. Probably not going to play the Dwarven Priest, I would think. Alright. I don't think I'm interested in the second Revitalize. You just can't play too many of those cards. I found this card to be okay. The Hired Blade. I don't think we really want to be an Inspired Charge deck. Hired Blade is I don't know what else to call him, but serviceable. We have a strictly worse version here in the Line Breaker. So we're not playing any of these. So Child of Night. Alright, Child of Night came back. But I guess we want Child of Night instead of Macabre Waltz. It's a somewhat interesting decision. So let's assume we're not playing a Gianni's Welcome, because the card kind of sucks. Probably not going to play Dwarven Priest. I think we will play all these 5-drops, because we're not getting anything more expensive. Epicure of Blood is pretty mediocre, but he's alright. The Harpy is not great, but if you can, at a relatively low cost, get a counter on him, he's not bad. Hopefully we don't play Walking Corpse either. So, man, I actually don't know, but I think I will take Child of Night. I think we've got just enough things for it to be okay. Alright, not playing any of these. Don't really want to play another Mind Rot. Alright. Not playing Crash Through. Alright, so we just gotta figure out the last card in our deck here. Okay, so what are we looking at? So we have definitely enough 2-drops. A Resco Swiftclaw is not even good, to be honest. We've got no way to punch him through. A 3-power guy plays okay on defense, but he's not really anything I want to play. I think I'm happy with all my 5-drops. I think I'm happy with all my 4-drops. I don't think I need a 6th 4-drop. Reasonably happy with my 3-drops. What's on the bench? That's what I thought. Nothing. Not really a deck we want to play 18 lands with, just because we cap out at 5. And flooding kind of sucks. I could play this 6-drop, but I'm not going to do that. I don't know, maybe we just play this zombie and just play play a 6th 4-drop. It's pretty excessive, but we do have a lot of early game, actually, because we've got... Well, we're already playing this 2-drop by Hypothesis, and I mean, the zombie's not good, but I just don't really have another option. I don't really want to play... It's either basically the zombie or the Loxodon Linebreaker, I think. Johnny's Welcome just is not doing enough for my liking. It's good specifically with the Johnny's Pride Mate, which I guess should surprise nobody. I wonder how bad it is to like main deck Invoke the Divine in this situation. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it's not that bad. Like, how bad is it to have a dead card occasionally? It's like drawing a land, right? When you get, it's like drawing your 8th land. And sometimes it's really good. Alright, I'm gonna try that. It's somewhat of an experiment. It does also trigger some life gain stuff. I think a lot of decks will have targets for it, but there's nothing scientific about this approach. So, alright, I think we'll go with this. Let's see if we can't win some games. Alright, looks like we got an opponent. So we're going first. Man, it's a dicey hand on the play, but we got both of our colors, so we just need to draw any land. And like our... It's not great. We can afford to miss a land, I think. We got a little bit of early protection, and then as soon as we get to 4, we should be able to hold down the fort to a large extent. So it's a borderline hand, but if we draw a land right here, I'll feel pretty good. Nice. So go ahead and get down the Chaplain. Chaplain really does shut down kind of any of the fast starts from decks pretty well. And yeah, we can afford, I mean, we'd much prefer not to miss a land drop, but we can afford it. So if we draw land, then we're just going to play Cavalry. Alright. We get an extra 4 points of damage if we wait on that after we play... Fel Spectre. So, gotta think about that. I mean, making him discard with 7 cards is a little sketchy, but on the other hand, we just kind of want to use our mana. I think I'm going to Mind Rot. Target you. I think just for mana purposes, we kind of have to do it this way. It's also sometimes more annoying to discard 2 when you've got 7 cards in hand than you might think. Like, we got 2 spells out of them. It's something. Alright, big question is, do we want to kill that guy? If you play something bigger, we kind of wish we'll have kept the Nightmare Source, but on the other hand, if you play something bigger, we're going to have to, like, It's like suicide our guy into it to actually kill him. So it's less than ideal. I think I'm going to do it. Also, better if... Oh, he's going to cancel that. Okay, well, I'm okay trading that for a cancel. Maybe this neonate's a big part of his plan. Would have been better to... I guess I'll attack with Child of Night since I'm happy with however he wants to block. Just gain my 2 life, if nothing else. And then we'll play the Vampire Neonate. Happy if he wants to get in for 4. Less happy if he plays some big boy. Like that. Alright, we drew a land, so that's good news. Definitely just gonna Fell Spectre here, just get that last card out of his hand. Let's see what we hit. Got the Dwindle. Alright, if he wants to attack with the zombie, we get a double block like with these two. If he wants to attack with a 4/6, then we don't have a block. But we're 25. Alright, fine by me. We can just play a Johnny's Pridemate and start getting it bigger. I think that's probably more relevant. Yeah, it's probably more relevant than getting down the Cavalry, which ain't doing a lot. Let's go ahead. And I think we attack. Yeah. I wish I could look to see exactly what he did with his... Scry, I can't remember. So he's gonna go to 12, go to 11. I think we just start pumping out a Johnny's Pridemate. We can start activating our Neonate. Sure. Now if he attacks with the 4/2 here, I'll have to think about what to do. I assume he's going to attack with a 4/6. I guess if he attacks with a 4/2, that opens us up to attacking with a Daybreak Chaplain. If he attacks with a 4/2, what shall we do? This will pump this guy up to 5 power, which is going to be pretty good. Because I think you get a separate trigger for each of these, and then we take out his 4-2. And then what else are these little guys doing? Not all that much, especially since we've got... yeah, I think this block's okay. I think we get 2 triggers off of Johnny's Primate. This would make sense to me. Yep. So now we got a big dude. Alright, land's solid, so we'll just go ahead and drop the Vampire Sovereign here. And then I think we'll leave back the 1-3 it can block. It gets to block Child of Night, for example. Oh, let's think about that, though. So he's probably going to chump with the 1-3 here, I would guess. Yeah, we don't need to do the... We can attack. I assume he's going to chump block with Omen Speaker, yeah. And then we have 2 different blockers for Child of Night, so I think we're doing okay. Alright, it's going to provide him more chump blocking fodder. And he can get us for 4, but we're just going to 18, so I think we're doing fine. If we draw land, I guess we play Gallant Cavalry and drain. Or maybe we just play Epicura Blood, either way. That way we can start draining for more. So I assume it's going to be like a block here, take 6. And yeah, I think we get in with the 1-3 as well. Or not take 6. What am I saying? Block here. Probably take 3, go to 6. Go to 5. I think this is the sort of block that we want to make. At some point, he might have to stop attacking with the Serpent. I guess I'll just have to factor in he's getting a life each turn. If I can block like that, take 4, go to 6. I assume he's not chump blocking Vampire Sovereign, yeah. So he's going to go to 6, and then play this guy, and I guess in case he draws the Fell Spectre, we'll keep this line in hand. I just had enough. Alright, so far so good. All right, so opponent's going first. I think this is an easy keep. It's got a couple things going for it. I like drawing a land too. He's got his 0/4. I think I'm just going to go ahead and play Child of Night here. It may be able to attack. It's also a target for Invoke the Divine, so that's good news. Alright, looks like we might actually be able to get an attack in here. So obviously going to play our Johnny's Primate first. Seems like he's got an instant, so it wouldn't surprise me if we get Titanic Growth here or something like that. But I guess that's not happening. Okay, that makes sense as far as what his instant is. Discarding 2 cards. I think it's going to be Daybreak, Chaplain, and Skeleton Archer. Alright, well I'm going to attack, I think, with both. And if he wants to block that on that, then I get to kill it. Oh, it works even better than I thought it would. So I gain life here and get to eat his guy. Just 2 for 1 him. And I got a 5/5 now, so that's pretty good. Wow, just conceding. Hey, I was missing my land drops too, buddy. Against Lucid Lunatic. Opponent's going first. I'm going to keep this hand. We're not super dependent on having a fast start. This hand's weak against an opposing fast start, so at least we're seeing an island. Alright, we got a 2-drop, so I'm not too unhappy now. If we just keep drawing spells, we're in good shape. Of course, instantly draw land. He's got the Divination. Let's see what he's got as far as 4-drops. So it can't be blocked by red creatures. Okay. So we'll have our choice between our 5-drops next turn. That is a rather good card. Not beating that if we don't just immediately draw an answer, which didn't look like we did. I guess we just have to hope he doesn't draw land. That's our so-called plan. Just play Epicure of Blood here, but less important what we're doing and much more important what our opponent's doing. No land, please. Alright, and we lose the game. Take 7, you gain 7, and you get a 4/4 angel. Yeah. This one's over. Mythic's gonna mythic, you know? Nah, mean. I don't think I like this hand. It's a little weak if we don't draw black early. This hand's not really that much better, but at least we got both colors. I think I'll keep it. That's a nice one. It's the sort of card that wins games. Gotta hope our opponent's not too fast here, but he's got a Jace avatar, so how fast can he be? See, I knew he'd be playing slow dual land deck. Alright, it's a card. Looks like he's got an instant. He's gonna anticipate. Fair enough. And then our next couple turns are probably pretty obvious. No, don't pass, don't pass. Okay. Alright, drawing the second black's not bad. Let's go ahead and attack. We'll just get down the cavalry. And hopefully the Bone Dragon go the distance. That's what I'm hoping. So I'll actually pay attention to what he scries. So 2 on the bottom. See if he's got any other plays. Gear per guide. All right. I think we'll just attack our 2/2s into it. He gets to double block and basically trade Rejuvenator for one of them, but I guess it's alright. Not gonna try to go for the quote-unquote blowout. With the murder. Wow, I'm fine with all of this. I'll get down the Bone Dragon. Do I get a sweet animation? Ooh, look at that. Man, he's a beast. Look at that dude. Yeah, blue-green shouldn't have a ton of answers to him. Alright, well we can beat that. We'll have a fast clock. Alright, let's go ahead and play a Johnny's Pride Mate. And then I think it's better than playing the Epicure, but I'm actually second guessing myself. It's good if we get to also use our murder. Yeah, I'm second guessing myself whether it's actually better to play Epicure there. But this is what we've done. Funny thing is, too, this means if he does somehow kill Bone Dragon, then it's going to make it a lot easier to get back, because he mills us. That resolves. Let's see if he's got a creature to play. Looks like he doesn't. Alright, let's throw down Epicure now. Wouldn't shock me if this gets countered. Looks like he's got a counter. Yeah. Just attack with the team. And he's not playing black, so I guess I'll play my land. Not sure why it would matter, but... Alright, so he draws an extra card. Ugh. It's gonna be gaining him some life. I think we're still racing here. So let's go ahead and kill this guy. We'll get the Harpy down. Alright, so he's drawing one card again, or one extra card again. Yeah, I just don't want to see a dwindle. I guess even a dwindle's not too bad because we can sack our Bone Dragon then to the Harpy. I mean, it slows us down. How much does it cost to get this guy back? 5. Okay. Obviously got plenty of fodder for it. Just casting an Anticipate, so Best's gonna have a 4-mana play this turn. Alright, he's got the Dwindle. So we'll go ahead and sack him. I'm going to play my land in case I want to sack another thing. So there's no sorcery speed restriction or anything. It just comes back tapped. Okay. Alright, he's cashing in that guy. Taking 3 down to 7. And then it's weird how this shows it because it looks like it's in your hand, but it's in my graveyard for sure. I mean, there's no reason he would be in my hand, obviously. But yeah, he played the land in case, you know, he casts a removal spell on something. Still have 14 cards in deck, so doing fine in that regard. don't want to do this till instep in case he's got like another dwindle type effect. I don't think we have anything that cares about the graveyard. I guess we'll get creatures out of our yard in case he has Rise from the Grave, which he's not even green-blue, but I think it doesn't matter. And this interface is tilting me. It's actually just dead. Very dead now. Alright, we'll actually beat Patient Rebuilding. Usually it's not that easy to beat that card. Oh, I guess I did my math wrong somehow. Thankfully we drew that. I obviously had to sack a guy. Otherwise, I guess I stopped thinking. Alright, so beat the Patient Rebuilding. That's nice. What are we, 3-1 now? Alright. On the play... It's all black cards and all black mana. We do have a 0/3 and a Plague Mirror that can catch us up against aggressive starts. Kind of want to keep this. As soon as we draw a white card right off the top, that's going to really sting. I think I'm going to keep it, though. Alright, he looks like he mulliganed. Get our Neonate out. Alright, well, that's a thing. Obviously gotta draw lands. But even if we just draw one land, we're a little bit in business for a bit. Alright, we didn't do that. Instead, we drew a 5-drop. I think I'll just Nightmare's Thirst that right now. No, that was really bad. I have the Plague Mirror. So, I should not have done that at all. I regret everything I've done. Alright, draw planes. Great draw. I think we'll just try to ambush the board. So I'll just pass. Alright. Trade up a little bit of mana. That's not bad. See what kind of 5-drop he's dealing with. Giant Spider. I can deal with the Giant Spider. Alright, so now we gotta decide. Do we... I think we just play a 4-drop and we try to... And the 4-drop's going to be the zombie. And we just hope we can get 2 cards out of his hand next turn. A little bit on the greedy side, but... What are the odds he's going to play a land plus 2 spells this turn? Not astronomically low, but there's a good chance he just plays a land and 1 spell, in which case we get both his last cards. And if he does just play 2 spells, that means they're relatively weak ones, then we get maybe 1 good card, single good card out of his hand. Oh boy. That's a big boy. I guess he's just going to town. Alright, well, he did play his cards. He's not attacking. Well, this is a lot better then, because we just get to play this now. Do we want to make that trade? Probably. Maybe. No, I don't think so. Because if he ever wants to attack with Giant Spider, then hopefully we get a something decent. No, we don't. If he ever wants to attack with Giant Spider, then we'll get a crackback for 4. If I draw land, definitely just going to play the Sovereign. If not, probably the play here is just attack for not one guy's reach. It's just to play a Johnny's Pridemate and pump him. I don't see anything else to do. I think this standstill here is going to be fine for me. Hopefully he just is the kind of guy who holds a bunch of lands in hand and we can mind rot him. Alright, he's going to have 2 cards in hand. I like that. So definitely just going to go for the mind rot. Target you. Hello.
Hey Greg, it's Rick Johnson. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. I just wanted to give you a call. So I know Brian talked to you probably about 2 hours ago or so, but were you ever able to find this document through this Secretary of State?
Like the thing for my LLC. I haven't yet. I'm gonna look a little bit more today, but I'll try to send that over today if I can find it.
Okay. Yeah, we do need those today, just because we want to send it over before the weekend. And I talked to Griffin yesterday, and they made it sound like it wasn't like a specific document. So I said W9. They're like, no, that won't work. So I apologize for this, but when I talked to her, she wasn't very explicit and didn't really correct me on what documents don't work for that, but they need something to prove that you were employed through yourself, through the through the Secretary of State.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will. I'll try to track that down.
Okay.
All right.
So will you just see that to me and Brian as well?
Yep. No problem.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye. All right. So how do we want to proceed here? I almost want to just get Epicure down. Yeah, I think I just want to get Epicure down and just try to go for the burn him out plan, I guess. So, I mean, we gotta also, yeah, let's, oops. Let's just go ahead and play this. We're kind of getting to the close to the point where we can go for the alpha. But I don't think it's this turn. Alright, he's going to plummet our 1-3. That's fun. He's got a Dreadmaw. Shouldn't be a big deal. Well, it's gonna bring some pain for sure. So if we play this, then we get to burn him too. So we'll do 1, 2, 3 down to 8, and then we can play this guy and do 3, 4. I think we just play the Sovereign here. Yeah, I don't think we're making any attacks quite yet. Maybe next turn. So next turn, we'll play Leonin Vanguard. Yeah, it takes 6. We'll play Leonin Vanguard. I have to assume this is going to just be lethal now. So he's got an instant of some kind. Let's say it's murder. So he'll like murder this 4-2 and then block, or let's say block. No, he'll block the 5-5. Let's play Plague Mare first. That way his blocks aren't quite as good. And then I think we're just swinging with the team here. Attack with everything except that guy. Alright, he's got the flash 3-2, no problem. He's going to block there, block our 6-6 like here. Don't even need the Bone Dragon. I mean, I'm not sure we're actually... We are killing him. He's got to for sure block a 2-2 here. Okay. He's had enough. Because, yeah, we get to drain him for 2 as well. Alright, 4-1. Not shabby. We'll keep it going. And what a hand. I guess you're supposed to keep this hand, but I don't love it. Our deck looks a lot more aggro than it is. Here. I guess you're supposed to keep this hand. Like, the double black card's pretty awkward, obviously. Do we want to attack with the 3-2? Just 3-1. I guess not. Let's play this and pass. Maybe a bad keep, but can't be too results oriented either. It's no good. I mean, this is a predictable thing that happens with a hand like this for sure. Opponent's just kind of curving out here on us. Yeah, not looking stellar here. Swamp would be a good draw. Yeah, we get just no attacks or no blocks here. So hopefully we can draw a swamp, shoot down his bird. Okay, doesn't really count. I mean, this actually lets us gain a life and gives us some blockers, but he's got a lot of flyers. With a 2/2 is kind of interesting. So I want to get this guy in the yard. Okay, there's a swamp. So we could just kill his snapping drake after we get the trigger off that. Seems like it's probably our play. Because that's a fast clock otherwise. Not an efficient use of our mana for sure. Alright, I like this. Okay. Let's go ahead and... He's going to tap down the Swift Claw. We'll go for the double block. He seemed to have some hesitation there. Oh, I didn't mean to click no blocks. Oh, that's awkward. Might be alright. I meant to double block. I guess let's start with an attack for 2. I thought I was clicking 2 blockers. So we gotta shoot down his bird now. And then we got 2/3 power blockers, so hopefully makes things a little bit more awkward for him. Alright, that doesn't bother me. It's just cracking it right away. Alright, going for the dwindle. I'm gonna double block here. Alright, so what now? I guess we attack for 3 and play Epicure. No, attacking for 3 is kind of dumb, I think. I'll play my land. Got revitalized by this good amount of time. Might as well attack with that 1-2, I think. Nah, I guess not, because lets us attack back for more if we just don't block it. So we're just playing both of these, I guess. I don't think we can afford to give him the Angel because we just like die so quickly. Guy is pretty mediocre. Alright, now we get to attack and then... Does this happen right away or in step? Okay, now we get to do it right away. So I think we're just swinging with the team here. He can like do a double block on one of our 2/2s or something if he wants to. He goes to 12. Gets his Angel, and then we get a Luminous Bonds the Angel. And we'll keep this card as our little secret. Just hope he doesn't have too much more going on. That counts as not too much more. I'm just taking 6. Probably drew land. His plan is to chump block this turn. Which is reasonable because he dies if he doesn't. Not sure there's much reason to play or not play a land, but generally speaking, in these kind of situations, your opponent doesn't have a lot of options. Looks like he's flooded. So he's got a chump block again. That's a good draw. So, seems like we're probably going to win this game, unless that last card's actually something. Just the Neonate alone will kill him, so even any kind of creature is not good enough. Alright, we got him. So that was a close one. Definitely felt like we were going to lose that one, but we drew the right stuff at the right time. Alright, ranking up to gold 1. Almost platinum. Flower Flourisher. Alright, so we are 5-1. Let's keep it going. Against Flex Mage. Yeah, this looks like a solid hand. A little heavy on mana, but they can't always have 3 landers, you know? Not paying attention. I'll keep. All right, that's what I like to see. The bone master. All right, pretty good draws, gotta say. Maybe we just want to kill that now. Yeah. That way we can also get in for an extra 1 as well. Well, not 1, but we get life link, which I guess doesn't really make any sense since we'd rather block that guy. But this still plays around combat trick, so I'm not going to attack. But I don't want to get Titanic growthed out of the game. We're relatively well equipped to deal with the onslaught of small dudes. Just can't wait for him to play an enchantment. Is he mono green? Oh, is Giganosaur coming down? I was about to be very scared. I think we just dropped the Bone Daddy here. I don't see a reason to do anything else. And I made this one see that sick animation. Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm the Bone Daddy. What's up? Who wants some? Plummet would be, you know, annoying because it'd be a while before we can get him back. But who main decks a Plummet? He does. That's him. This guy main decks a Plummet. Alright, looks like he's got his blue finally. Not mono green. Not getting Giganosaur out of the game. On top, on bottom. Alright, well, we play the Vampire Sovereign. I assume we're sort of in a holding pattern here. He's not going to make a ton of progress by... I think we're going to block a bunch here. So this guy becomes 7 toughness. So if we just block with everything... So let's think about this. If he has Titanic Growth or a bounce spell. If he has a bounce spell, then he gets to bounce the token. But then he can't pump as well. So it's not that big a deal. Let's say he has Titanic. He can't have Titanic Growth and a pump spell. So I think this block's okay. Because if he just pumps this guy, then he's going to be 6 power, and he gets to like kill these 2 guys, and we get that guy off the board. Which I think's fine. I mean, it's better than getting hit for 10 here, I think. Alright, let's do it. Wow. He did that very wrong. I assume he meant to pump his guy. Sure. That will be fun. Let's just go ahead and... I mean, the card in his hand is a random card. So I don't know if it's too worth getting. Maybe we'll start with attacks with our vigilance guys. I think I just want to attack like this, because I actually don't want him to trade up both those guys, because I want someone to be able to block that 4-2. Though it kind of depends on what I'm doing here, as far as, am I going to play Skeleton Archer? I guess I'll... Yeah, I don't know how much I care about Mind Rotting him. I don't think I do. So I think I'll attack like this. He's probably going to trade off both his 2/2s. Take 3. And then I'll just play Skeleton Archer. And shoot him in the face for 1. Where's that enchantment, bro? Alright, he's got another Rocks Oracle. Now I'll Mind Rot him. Now that's something I will do. It's almost more tempting. Alright, let's go ahead. Get him for 3. And it's so tempting to Mind Rot him and get those 2 cards out of his hand, but we do get one of them this way, obviously, and the damage is pretty relevant. Wow, shock. I think I'll take 8 if he wants to attack with everything, but that's a pretty bold move. Alright, let's go ahead and Mind Rot first things first. What's our graveyard count looking like? Not too high. I'll Mind Rot you. Attacks. Alright, so I think he's dead now. Because we do get a force through 1 damage here. Oh, is this... Wait, whose turn is it? Oh, it's my turn, obviously. It's just auto pass for me. So we can attack with everything, put him to 1, and then drain him for the last one. And I don't think he's got anything in his graveyard that is relevant. In fact, we can just attack with the flyers. Alright, good deal. So, what are we, 6-1 now? 6-2? 6-1? I can't remember. 6-1. So, we're ahead now on the packs. Yep, I think this is the kind of hand that we're generally going to keep. So we'll do that. Veiled Omen Speaker, good against our Chado Knight. On the top and 1 on the bottom. Sure. Alright. Play the Harpy. Pass the turn. Just take 2. Not gonna attack. I think I'm okay just playing the cavalry here. Dwindle. Maybe you can get him at some point, invoking the divine. Ooh, I like that. We gotta shoot that guy down with the archer. And we'll just pass. I think we're in pretty good shape here. Alright, it's gonna be a lot of dudes on board. How do I feel about getting this 4-2 down? I think I like getting the 4-2 down. Yeah, I think I like leaving my 3-3 back. We get hit again, but I'm not too worried about life total. It'll all come to fruition soon enough. Alright, definitely not worried about him. Dwindle on him. I think I'll just sack the zombie. I think the big flyer is more important. And then this is probably the turn we're gonna try to get him. So let's just play the chaplain. Well, yeah. How important is it to play the chaplain versus just having extra mana open to sack something in case he's got an instant or sorcery? I'm gonna play a little safe. Because I think the Harpy is really important to my game plan, and having chaplain down is not. So if he just draws a random anticipate or something and gets to eat my guy, that would suck. Got that main deck enchantment removal, bro. What do you even know? Alright, what does Luminous Bonds do? I think we just hold on to it. We'll attack for 2. Again, I don't think a real reason to attack with the... Skeleton Archer here. I think we do want to just sack a guy to put a counter on her. So we should have probably done that last turn, but just increase the clock a little bit. We'll just sack one of these Gallon Cavalries. So should have got in for that extra point last turn, but we didn't do that. Alright, let's make him discard his card. And we'll play the Chaplain. And we just got 2 removal spells in hand in case he plays anything big. I feel like we're kind of just winning on the board right now, so the big thing we don't want to see is him drawing a removal spell. Is this an inspired charge, maybe? Alright, so let's block like this. I think we'll block like this. If he has Inspired Charge, it's not that bad for us this way. Seems like he's got Inspired Charge. And if he doesn't, then I think we're doing okay. Alright, he's got Inspired Charge. I don't feel compelled to play any of my spells right now. Let's get him with that slow grind. Obviously, we're totally fine with him drawing creatures or combat tricks. It's an interesting draw. Oh. Attack them. I don't think we want to do it yet. I mean, we're going to do this. And we'll play our swamp here. So we can play murder if we need it. I guess we should have done that first and then attacked with everything, right? Yeah, that was a mistake. I may have played that wrong too. I may have been supposed to. I may have been right to just have sacked something there. Plague Mayor can get in for an extra 2. So yeah, I don't think I played a number of these turns optimally and gave him a little bit more room than needed. I mean, we do still just get to kill him this turn if all he's got is a creature. Knight's Pledge. Alright, that doesn't really change anything. So what do we want to do? Do we just do this and sack and put it on this guy, and then we can murder the Omen Speaker? I don't think he's got anything in hand. I think he just drew the... So we're doing this anyway, so it's not like we need to save the 4 damage that badly. I think I'll just Luminous Bonds the Omen Speaker. So I'll gain a life too. Those two. Alright, we got him. So, yeah, couple sloppy little things there, but still got the job done. Cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's open up these packs. My god, that's a good card. I remember that card. See if we get something sick. Oh, that'll be a good one in draft. Don't think I'm gonna play it in constructed. Alright, that card. Cool. Alright, well thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you later.